Good morning, everybody. J-Rock here with MoneyPhone.cash, and I have a chart of Bitcoin, monthly chart. Bitcoin is the cryptocurrency, the digital currency. Many people have been asking me questions. How do I invest in Bitcoin? How do I make money? Where do I buy it? Well, there's different ways that you can do it. You can open up a Coinbase account and buy the actual Bitcoin, or you can open up a trading account, brokerage account, that trades Forex and that trades cryptocurrency specifically, and then you will be able to buy and sell crypto like I do. Now, where you see this Bitcoin is currently at 14,970. Let's call it 15,000 US dollars for one Bitcoin right now. If you would have bought Bitcoin 7 years ago at 0.003, that's 1/3 of a penny, $100 would be worth $500 million today. Obviously, that's a shoulda, woulda, coulda. Not many people would have done that and held all the way till now, especially because we know things do not go straight up forever. Bitcoin defied the odds because of the new hype, and it went straight up to 20,000, almost to 20,000, and then it had a pullback. Well, I've been trading in and out. Sometimes it's kicked my butt because it has 1,000-point moves in a single day, sometimes in a couple of hours. Well, let's go to a weekly view, and you see I have my Fibonacci retracements on there, the blue box, blue lines going across, and you see it continued to go up after right here in the middle there. It gapped down, and from this point, it gapped down to the next weekly bar, the green one, and it ran up straight up from there, went all the way up almost to 20,000. The daily view, now if you look at the daily view, you see where I started my Fibonacci retracements down here on the bottom left. I put it where it began its initial run, and it had a peak at the top there, and that is where my Fibonacci ends. And then I have my retracement bars going across to give me my points of resistance and support. I also have my moving average lines in there. The 50-period moving average is my purple line. And then the orange line you see is the 10. Those are generally very good moving averages to use. As you see, when it hit that mark at the top, nobody knew where it was going to end, but it reached almost to 20,000. Let's see, put my bar here, 19,889 roughly, 19,868 is where it hit, and then it retraced from there. Well, it dropped all the way down to 10,000. Let's see right here, 10,700 give or take on this day, and then it rallied back up, came down here a little bit, and then pushed all the way up. Then it dropped back all the way down here and then pushed back up, and now I'm selling it. So I've been buying it, now I'm selling it. Why am I selling it? Well, because it's got overhead resistance at the 10-period moving average, and it's going to consolidate for a little while. It may come back to 10,000, which is a pretty good point, and it is roughly 50%. 10,000 down here is roughly 50% of the run to almost 20,000. So it could come down here, it may not. It may still hold this 50-period moving average when it comes back down and bounce again. I'm not sure. But let's go and look at the H4 chart, and you'll see why I called for a buy yesterday. So I was watching here as it was holding this. The red line here going across is my 200-period moving average. You see my 10 coming down, and this is my 20, the green line, and then the upper Bollinger, lower Bollinger, and my 50. So I was watching, and when it started pushing up here, I said, it's officially a buy. And it took off. And then I closed it out, and now I'm in a sell because I believe it'll come right back down to this point before it could halt here, but it could come further down, and then it'll probably go back up or break down. Not sure at this point. It's in an iffy zone. It is still in a downtrend after in that major uptrend. So you see the mountain that it has created. So pullbacks all the way. Now it is in a bear market because it is broken down below all the moving averages except the 200 period moving average on the H4 chart. It's above it currently right there. But you see how it's down below all these moving averages? So it's in a temporary downtrend on the H4 chart, which as it's broken up and down, it held support right here on the lower Bollinger, pushed back up, traded sideways, and exploded up. Now I believe it's going to fall back, and I'm going to capitalize on the pullback. So that's why I'll make a call. It's officially a buy, and then it's officially a sell. And people are saying, well, do you know what you're talking about? And I'm reading the charts. I'm watching the moving averages, and I'm telling you when to buy and when to sell. Bitcoin is very strong, so you know you can make a lot of money. You can lose a lot of money. If you take a look at the H1 chart, let's see. So it has confluence, because the 200 period moving average right here on the H1 chart is roughly the same as the 50 period moving average on the H4 chart. So that's called confluence, when you have multiple indicators across multiple time frames that tell a story, paint a picture. And this paints a picture of resistance. It could break up. I'm betting on the downside, and I will put a stop loss just a little bit above it, maybe at 15,220 or 15,300. Take a loss if it goes up, but I will not get killed, even though I'm betting on the downside. I believe this thing will drop hard. Just a matter of time. You just have to wait it out and watch for the wild swings, because if you look, every candle in here has hundreds of points in the swings in a 4-hour time frame. We can go down to a 30-minute time frame, and you can see after the back a little bit before, this is 30 minutes, so it went from down here 12,700 all the way up to 13,800, pull back, and then up to 14,200. So that's about a 1,500 point move there over the course of a few hours, and then it pulled all the way back from 14,200 back to 13,000. So that's about a 1,200 point swing. 1,500 points up, 1,200. If you make a trade of a 0.01, that's 10 cents. That's $150 up and then $100 down, and that's the lowest possible risk. 0.01, 10-cent lot. Okay, so you see how it has been consolidating. That is a bear flag on the 30-minute. Let me go to the 1 hour. So that's a bear flag pattern that's forming. That's why I feel this thing will come down. It will break down from here nicely. And that's about it for now, but you can make money by trading it. You can also go on the exchange, Coinbase, set up an account if you need help. You can send me a message and I'll give you a link. But that's all for now. J-Rock here, moneyphone.cash. Have a great day.